So one important thing that I'm going to eventually need to do is send data from a Raspberry Pi, well, from an Arduino to a Raspberry Pi. And as you can see here, I have an Arduino plugged into a USB port on my Raspberry Pi. And there's a Python library called PySerial that allows you to connect to a serial port and transfer data. So I'm going to show you what a Python script looks like that does that. So at the top, you see I import the serial library, and then I make a connection with that serial.serial command. And then in order to find the port, as you can see that TTY-ACM0, there's a little trick. And I followed a tutorial, and I'll post a link to that in the description. So then the script just enters an infinite while loop. It asks the user for an input, and it says enter the number of times for a light to flash. And what that means is I have a lamp being switched by a relay that's connected to the Arduino, and so after it gets that user input, it sends that input using the write function that you see there, and it'll send that over the serial connection. And right now that serial connection is connected to an Arduino, and so here's the Arduino code. And you can see that if there's a serial data available, it will parse an int from that data that comes across the serial connection, and then it enters this loop, and it'll turn the light on and off the amount of times that the user input in the Python script that's running on the Raspberry Pi. So over here, and this is me remotely accessing my Raspberry Pi on my Windows computer. But here the script is running in the command line, and so you can see it's asking the user to enter the number of times for a light to flash. So if I enter 5 and hit enter, the lamp should turn on and off 5 times. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we can see that it's working. So what this will eventually allow me to do is constantly be taking data from an Arduino with a Python script, and then I'll be able to download another library that allows me to put data into a database using a Python script. And then that database will also be able to let me update my website and update graphs and stuff on my website. So eventually I will also have it so that this Python script will be checking certain settings data in the database, and if that settings data changes from some sort of user action on the website, it will update certain settings on the Arduino. So let's say the user wants to update the time that lights come on for the garden system or certain moisture levels. They'll be able to do that from the website, and then this Python script will update the Arduino variables that need to be changed. So there will be more videos coming for this project. This is just this is a pretty important part of the project, so I hope you enjoyed the video.